several years back, growing up myself in a developing country and moving to the United States in pursuit of a dream, a college education, a rather big dream I had as a little girl. I remember starting my first year in college and being in English 101 class, and I remember very clearly the professor saying, "Tell me about a time." At this point, my peers grabbed the keyboard and I grabbed a pen. Growing up in a developing country had a profound effect on me. A child of educators in a middle-class home, I thought some of my challenges moving to the United States might be social or even cultural, but I was a little bit surprised. It was indeed the technology, especially in its application in education. Several years later, I found myself beginning a career at Microsoft Corporation in Redmond. It was at Microsoft that my vision for Youth for Technology Foundation was born. In this vision, enriched learning communities become learning environments in which the appropriate use of technology creates opportunities for marginalized people, particularly youth and women in low-income and rural communities. Since YTF's establishment a decade ago, we have positively impacted over 30,000 young people across 6 different countries, including the US, Cameroon, Uganda, Nigeria, South Africa, and Kenya. This year, we are celebrating Youth for Technology Foundation's 10th year anniversary. For the last decade, we've taken a laser-sharp focus on investing in the extraordinary potential of young people. We have had our challenges and of course our successes, but our incredible team, which includes our board, volunteers, the staff, and of course the beneficiaries that we serve, have been instrumental in getting Youth for Technology Foundation to where we are today. Over 100 volunteers from 10 different countries that over the last 10 years have been dedicated to the work at YTF and share our passion. These individuals have relentlessly donated their time and their talent to making the work that we do so impactful. We ensure that we take a bottom-up approach to development. In other words, we don't develop programs until we have received adequate input from the beneficiaries that we intend to serve. At Youth for Technology Foundation, we have a simple but powerful replication model. I personally call it come, see, and do. What that basically means is when we receive interest from community members indicating that they would like to partner with YTF to replicate our paradigm in their communities, we open up the doors of our premier community technology center, the Owerri Digital Village, and invite them to come and spend a couple of months with us seeing the work we do, getting a better understanding of what it means to establish and sustain a community technology and learning center. 2 examples that I'll quickly share is in our model replicated in Uganda as well as in Cameroon. In 2006, we had an opportunity to host 2 volunteers from Kampala, Uganda, as part of the United Nations Volunteer Program. They spent a couple of months with us at the Owerri Digital Village, YTF's premier community technology and learning center in southeastern Nigeria. They learned about what we do, how we do it, the beneficiaries we work with, and most importantly, how to sustain the center. Upon their return to Uganda, they partnered with YTF and replicated the model in the form of the Sironko Digital Village. A similar situation occurred in 2007 where we had 2 volunteers join us at the Owerri Digital Village. For a couple of months again, they spent with us seeing, learning, and then they returned to Cameroon where they partnered with YTF to replicate the model in the form of the Owerri Digital Village. This is really our model, very simple, very straightforward, But we believe that the best way to replicate this model across developing countries especially is when we get individuals that are truly passionate about what we do, want to replicate, and most importantly, understand that the community must take ownership of the center going forward. In the U.S., we have worked with like-minded organizations who share the vision of YTF to also deliver services in their communities. To date, we have refurbished and donated well over 480 computers to organizations working in low-income communities in the United States. In addition, YTF has also developed innovative programs that connect young people living in developing countries with youth of a similar age in schools and after-school communities in the United States. Using a web-based platform, we teach young people how to first identify issues that are most concrete in their communities, and then to use appropriate technology to research, document, and disseminate information on those issues. Some people ask me occasionally, what keeps you going? How do you get so much passion with what you do? And it's when I, wake up Monday morning and sit at my computer, and the first couple of emails that I get are from our beneficiaries locally in the countries that we work with, many of whom have my email address and my direct contact number, and who send me comments and thoughts on ways in which we can perhaps improve our programs, or ways in which we can replicate our programs in different communities, and most importantly, ways that they have benefited from our programs, and how grateful they are that Youth for Technology Foundation works to deliver to their community.
When I first met Judeka, we discovered that we had a few things in common. One of those was that we both came from developing countries, and we had never seen a computer until we arrived here in the United States. When Judeka told me that she became a founder of an organization, Youth Technology Foundation, whose mission it is to provide computers and other contemporary technology to children in developing countries, I became very excited, and I was very impressed by her passion for the mission of her organization. At my school, St. Francis High School, we have a number of students that came from Africa, and their story is similar to ours. They had never used computers before they came to the United States, and they do find themselves at a disadvantage. I believe that Youth Technology Foundation could be instrumental in making contemporary technology accessible and available to children in developing countries all over the world.
I was drawn to work for Youth for Technology because of their passion of not just teaching technology for technology's sake, but for taking technology, learning what are the needs of the community, and having the youth learn technology, answers to the questions that people in their community need, and bringing that technology and answer back for the greater good of the community and the people around them.
My name is Desiree Jones. I work at the Center for Nonprofit Excellence. We are the Louisville Region's Management Services Organization. We have over 340 nonprofit members, and Youth for Technology has been one of them for the last 2 years or so. We've had the pleasure to work with Youth for Technology as it creates a footprint here in the Louisville area, and it's created a wonderful one. Judeka and her leadership has been really powerful for the community and for her organization, and I really can't wait to see what Youth for Technology does and all the other nations that it serves and communities that it serves as well.
One of our strategic goals at Youth for Technology Foundation is to become one of the most impactful, innovative, nonprofit, citizen sector organizations by 2015. We intend to do this by continuing to develop innovative programs that address concrete realities in rural and low-income communities around the world. By 2015, we anticipate that we will be working in as many as 14 different countries, will have impacted the lives of at least 200 teachers and at least 50,000 people. We invite you to join us in making this a reality.
Together we dream, together we achieve, together we win. Thank you, YTF, for helping us achieve greatness.